this is Diane with Diane's Blue Hearts and Butterflies.com, and this is a project that I shared at a come and go event for stamping and using stamps in a way that's not conventional, like cards and scrapbooking and stuff. And this was a class showing how to decorate candles, and so I wanted to kind of go over some basics. You do have to start with a candle. These are just the votive ones. You can use those, but it needs to be a wax candle, not plastic. And they can be scented or unscented, however you want them. You'll also need tissue paper, like you just use for gifts, and then some wax paper. The wax paper helps you to hold the images onto the candle, because you will be applying this with a heat tool to get it to stick in there. So what you're going to do is you're going to stamp images that you could color with colored pencils, or you could stamp with colored ink onto a piece of the tissue paper. Some of the ones that I did, I had some horse stamps and I stamped those and colored them, but this one I actually took and colored on the rubber stamp and then stamped the image onto the tissue paper, and then I applied the tissue paper on here. So you can leave it whole as long as it will fit and not completely cover, but allow the edges to be able to soak in some of that, and then you can have it meet up, but you really don't want it to overlap too much in the middle. Or you can take and cut them out, leaving a little bit of a border around them, and yeah, I took that off. And then you're going to take and you'll hold these. Now, I use the wax paper to kind of help. I get it lined up where I want it on the stamp. On the candle, sorry. The stamped image on the candle. And you may want it to where when it burns down that they can see the images longer. But you'll want to work where you have a heat resistant surface under you, because you don't want to burn or catch anything on fire. But I use the wax paper to help hold that on there, because you don't want to have your fingers where you're going to have the heat tool, because it can burn your fingers. So I use this to help hold that. And then you just turn on the heat tool and let it get warm. And then you'll see the candle start to kind of melt. And when the white kind of starts looking clear or like the candle, you'll know that it has melted into that. Basically, you're melting the wax and it's soaking the paper up and it's becoming part of the candle. And yes, you can burn these. So let me try this. Oh. Kind of want to aim it away from your fingers. I don't know if you can see the magic happening. On the camera, but it just kind of melts the wax, and it's fairly quick. And then you just peel this off and your image becomes part of that candle. And then you can go move over to the next spot. I kind of have 3 images here, so I'm trying to figure out how to place them so that I can get the look I want. That's probably about right. Just get it so that it's looks level to me. And again, use this wax paper. I'm using the other side this time. You could probably get by with just reusing over and over that same one, but I like to have a clean place, so. Then you can kind of rub it a little too and If it doesn't look like it's gotten done in an area, you can turn it back on. Okay, peel that off, and that has become part of that candle. And then I can do that again with this piece. Got another little piece. So these make really great gifts to give to someone that you can kind of personalize it. One of the ladies at our class, I had a music background stamp, an old retired one, and she stamped that in her friend's favorite color, and it made a personalized candle that she could give to her friend. You can do, like I said, the larger ones that you stamped images, and do that. I'm going to just trust that you understand the process, and you, like I said, just make sure that the candle that you have is big enough for the images you want to use. These were a little bit bigger, but they still did work. I was able to fold it over and get it adhered, well, melted into the wax on the top as well. And they were just kind of cute little candles that you could use for different things for the holidays. And I hope that you enjoyed this project, and knowing another way of using stamps in a way other than just for card making or scrapbooking, that you could personalize a gift for someone. I hope that you will like and share my videos, and you can subscribe to my channel. And if you click the bell icon, it'll notify you when I upload a new video for my channel. Also, I do have blog posts that coincide with my projects that shares other ideas. This particular class, I had five total ideas that I shared, and they're all going to be in one blog post at dianesblueheartsandbutterflies.com. And I hope that you'll go over and check those out. If there's any of the products that the Stampin' Up! Has that you are interested in, I hope that you will consider shopping with me by clicking the link in my blog to take you to the website. I appreciate your time and sharing it with me.